Alright, internet world, it's been quite a long day, but we are doing Drunken Chef this evening. I think this is episode number 5, and tonight what we're going to do is a stuffed baked potato skin, or a loaded baked potato skin, but we're going to do it Irish style. It's going to be a Reuben stuffed baked potato skin. So what I've done here is I've taken, 3 or 4 nice russet baking potatoes. I put them in a 400 degree oven for, 45 minutes or so just to bake them off. Let them cool down, split them in half, scooped out the insides, put them in a bowl. I left one here which is now cool. And what I'm going to do is show you how I, scoop it out. Now, thing is, there's been some controversy now about me being in this kind of condition using knives like this. Now, the thing is, y'all don't understand how I live with the eyesight and whatnot. I do everything by my hand, so watch. I am not even going to look at this, and it's going to be a perfect cut. I feel the potato, I feel where the middle is. Just raise the knife right to the middle, look up, and it's a serrated knife, so I just slice. Now, the thing is, what I did there, I put my fingers on the side of the knife. Another cook that I was learning from years ago told me that, as long as your fingers are on the side of the knife above the blade, you will never cut yourself. So that's how I just feel my way through cutting everything. Anyway, I've cut this potato in half. What I have here is a grapefruit spoon. This is perfect for this. It's got the serrated edges. It really just helps you scoop out the potato. So I'm just going to scoop out the middle of the potato here. Just nice and gently. Some people like to leave a little bit on the outside, which is what I like to do because it just makes just a bit of a more satisfying product at the end. So I leave about a little bit, maybe a quarter inch or so. Now, I've scooped out all the potato meat into a bowl. My grapefruit spoon here. Now, everybody loves Reuben, so let's see what. Corned beef, sauerkraut, Thousand Island dressing, rye bread. Only thing we can't replicate here is the rye bread, but we'll get to that. So right now we've got here all the scooped out guts of the mashed potatoes. Here I've got the better part of a very small can of sauerkraut, probably, half a cup or so. You can use any kind of sauerkraut you like. I just bought a cheapo can of it. I'm going to dump that in. Now what I have here is probably, 3-4 ounces of corned beef that I got from the deli at the local supermarket. Just took a knife and chopped it up real small into little bits. Just going to mix that in. Now, Reuben's call for Thousand Island dressing. Give it a little shake. Good, a couple tablespoons, we'll call it. Maybe a tablespoon or 2. Set that up there. Now we have this, whatever. We have this grapefruit spoon. It's got the ridges. Just start mashing it around. The Thousand Island dressing and the moisture from the sauerkraut will help make it like one big cohesive unit, kind of like a paste or a slop. Now, in this kind of instance, I have a big theory that your best tools in the kitchen are a clean pair of hands. So I'll wash my hands real quick and show you how I stuff these potatoes. Drunken Chef is back. Wash my hands. What I'm going to do is mush this mixture together just a little bit more. And what I do is take one of the potato skins that I scooped out and just stuff some of the mixture in. And what you do, you stuff it in until it's about level with it, maybe just a little bit of a mound above it. She got some of the other stuff in there, so you can afford to go a little bit higher. It's just about it on the meat mixture. So we've got one extra of these. Yeah, we'll put that off to the side. We'll have some fun with that later. Do whatever. Just need to rinse my hands off here. But anyway, you could have done that with a spoon. It would not have been anywhere near as fast as what I did. Now what I like to do is just arrange these on the cookie sheet with the foil. I've preheated my oven to 375. I'm going to park these in here for just about 10 minutes or so just to make sure they're hot. And after that, it's just going to be a quick broil. I'll show you how to finish them off, and they're going to be delicious. We'll be back, Drunken Chef. Delicious. Alright, well, welcome back to Drunken Chef. The loaded baked potato skins have been in the oven for, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes or so. Just a minute or so ago, what I did was I turned the oven off and I turned the broiler on. Now that these are hot, the broiler's on, and that's going to get hot. Now we have the potatoes, Irish. We have corned beef, Irish. We have Thousand Island dressing and sauerkraut. It's a Reuben, all except for the Swiss cheese. So, what I like to do, now that all that stuff's hot, take the Swiss cheese. Now, each one, what I like to do, because I love lots of cheese on everything. What I like to do, each little half-baked potato, just fold the Swiss cheese in half. And just lay it on top. Alright, I'm going to knock these last two out here, 2 or 3 out here. And then we'll finish this dish up. Now that broiler's on, nice and hot, because it only takes a couple minutes to get hot. Take these when we put the Swiss cheese on. Just park them under the broiler for, I don't know, I'd say maybe 5 minutes or so. Now when you leave those under the broiler, you can leave them under the broiler as long as you want. You can get them black, you can get them golden brown toasty, you can just leave them under for a minute or two, just enough to melt the cheese, which is just about what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave them maybe 3 to 5 minutes, maybe they'll get a little bit of crispiness to the cheese. But while they do that, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this Stegmeyer IPA. That is the beer of the night. 16-ounce cans, and it's a local brewery. Support local. Alright, I pulled the loaded baked potato skins, the Reuben loaded baked potato skins out of the oven. My broiler, it's a little uneven. 1 or 2 of them got a little bit more toasted than I like, but you know what? They're still going to be awesome. Take a sip of beer here while they cool just a moment. Myself a spatula. And a plate. Now I'm going to take them from this side because this side seems to be just a little bit less toasty. Beautiful. Okay, look, nice melty cheese. Potatoes, the corned beef, the sauerkraut, Thousand Island dressing. Let's see how it tastes. That's pretty awesome. The only thing that's missing is the rye bread, and if I had them, which is an idea for, for you to do, You can do it. I just don't have them. Just add a few caraway seeds in. Caraway seeds will make the whole thing taste a little bit like the rye bread, and it'll just round out the flavor of the Reuben altogether. So anyway, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this. I'm going to feed my camera girl. And y'all have a good night. And like I always say, if I can do this in this condition, imagine what you can do sober. Night, y'all. Drunken Chef.